that you made. That's a bed that you made.
Aye, Katie, let's go.
All hell King Darius.
That's a bed that you made.
That's a bed that you made.
That's a bed that you laid.
That's a bed that you laid.
What kind of game is you playing?
What kind of game is you playing?
We go hard in the paint.
We go hard in the paint, yeah.
What the fuck is you saying?
What the fuck is you saying?
Go with it.
I only go where they pay. What kind of game is you playing?
Yeah, whoa, my shit is relevant, on topic, my melanin is popping. I'm taking skeletons on closets and making new deposits. I'm in my element, no ollies, you children popping mollies. I'm so intelligent, my honesty turned into philosophy. I go hard in the paint, the harder I play. Nigga, I'm like Harden on James, a problem to face. I don't wear my heart on my sleeve, just look in my eyes. Nigga, you can do what you need, I do what is right. I don't fucking want what you have, just look at your life. Nothing about it sacred to me, it's out of my sight. That just means it's out of my mind, it's not worth the fight. Nigga, yeah, I'm out of my mind, I'm out of my mind. Hey, you did what you did.
Yeah, you do what you did.
Give a fuck about intentions.
Don't give a fuck about intentions.
You can watch what I do.
You can watch what I do.
Just stay the fuck out my mentions.
Stay the fuck out my mentions.
That's a bed that you made.
That's a bed that you made.
That's a bed that you laid.
That's a bed that you laid. What kind of game is you playing?
Hard in the paint.
We go hard in the paint, yeah.
What the fuck is you saying?
What the fuck is you saying?
Go with it.
I only go where they pay. What kind of game is you playing?
Hard in the paint.
We go hard in the paint, yeah.
That's a bed that you made.
That's a bed that you made.
That's a bed that you laid.
That's a bed that you laid. What kind of game is you playing?
Hard in the paint.
We go hard in the paint, yeah.
What is you saying?
What the fuck is you saying?
Go with it.
I only go where they pay. What kind of game is you playing?
Hard in the paint.
We go hard in the paint, yeah.
It's been a while since I dropped this shit. Swole fam, y'all better run this up. KD, let's go. Yeah. Aye, East Coast with that gang gang, West Coast with that gang gang, global with that gang gang, nigga. You know we don't play games, yeah. East Coast with that gang gang, West Coast with that gang gang, global with that gang gang, nigga. You know we don't play games, yeah. East Coast with that gang gang, West Coast with that gang gang, global with that gang gang, nigga. You know we don't play games, yeah. East Coast with that gang gang, West Coast with that gang gang, global with that gang gang, yeah. You know we don't play games. I'm blessed, I never said I didn't struggle. I finesse, I never said I didn't hustle. These niggas talk so loud, the way I move is subtle. I'm the ocean, but these niggas just a puddle. Ay, oh, I swear I'm delusional. These niggas ain't using me. They want my energy, ain't nothing new, this is usual. These figures confusing me. What's gotten into me? They say I'm using their cubicles. Clipping KD like some cuticles. None of this shit is excusable. Don't need a muse when I'm musical. Ay, whoa, I'm tired of saying for truth when nobody's doing it. Yeah. They're controlling the youth, agenda of fusing them, nigga. We losing them. Matter of fact, we just abusing them. That's a fact. We try to roll with a ballad act. Fucking low key with a Tesseract. They throwing smoke when they got it. Get the fuck up out your little bubble. They wanna ask how much it costs, I said it double. Gorilla beard, these niggas only rockin' stubble. The realest nigga make these bitches start to stumble. Aye, East Coast with that gang gang, West Coast with that gang gang, global with that gang gang, nigga. You know we don't play games, yeah. East Coast with that gang gang, West Coast with that gang gang, global with that gang gang, nigga. You know we don't play games, yeah. East Coast with that gang gang, West Coast with that gang gang, global with that gang gang, nigga. You know we don't play games, yeah. East Coast with that gang gang, West Coast with that gang gang, global with that gang gang, nigga. You know we don't play games, yeah. Yeah, we ride around this ghost. If we show up, then we still have it. Yeah, we slide around this coast. Yeah, we glowing up, but we still trapping. Sitting high up on the stone. Put my foes out, got the world clapping. Yeah, we vibing up in this show. So your main girl in the private section. Yeah, we ride around this ghost. If we show up, then we still have it. Yeah, we slide around this coast. Yeah, we glowing up, but we still trapping. Sitting high up on the stone. Put my foes out, got the world clapping. Yeah, we vibing up in this show. So your main girl in the private section. Yeah, glowing up, but we still still trapped. That's how a nigga survives. Flowing out, got the crowd packed. Yeah, that's how a nigga provides. Y'all insta this, y'all snap that, y'all diss this, and they snap back. Another mass shooting in the headlines. I'm like, damn, where that attack at? Cause y'all think this about race. They font that shit in your face. It's like every day is the same agenda. It's really not that hard to trace. Fuck it, we might as well face it. Accept it, whatever it's wrapped in. There'll come a day when they run out of grace. So me and my niggas stay trapping. Yeah, ride around this ghost. If we show up, then we still have it. Yeah, we slide around this coast. Yeah, we glowing up, but we still trapped. Sitting high up on the stone. Put my foes out, got the world clapping. Yeah, we vibing up in this show. So your main girl in the private section. Hey, someone be too who I wanted to be and then what I became. Ended up going my own way, but I couldn't stay in my lane. Now if I'm honest, I've taken a liking to wearing these chains. They hold me down, make it easier when I start feeling the pain. Out of the overflow, your heart, they say your mouth speaks. Well, my heart must be fucked up, cause I can't speak and I can't sleep. So I stay woke in this daydream. Got shit to do, got the world to see. Got the same crew, got some new fleets. There's an empire, fucking boutique, that's real. I only say what I feel, got a new plate with the same meal. On a new hype with the same chill. Y'all too fake, I stay real. Got cast down from heaven, but I'm too good to stay in hell. I don't know where the story ends, but I keep writing like, oh well, oh well. Yeah, I keep writing like, oh well, oh well. Yeah. Hey, I don't know where the story ends, but I keep writing like, oh well, oh well. Yeah. We ride around this ghost. If we show up, then we still have it. Yeah, we slide around this coast. Yeah, we glowing up, but we still trapped. Sitting high up on the stone. Put my foes out, got the world clapping. Yeah, we vibing up in this show. So your main girl in the private section. Yeah, we ride around this ghost. If we show up, then we still have it. Yeah, we slide around this coast. Yeah, we glowing up, but we still trapped. Sitting high up on the stone. Put my foes out, got the world clapping. Yeah, we vibing up in this show. So your main girl in the private section. Yeah.
All right, fam, smash that like button. Yeah. Swolenormous.
The sun is shining, the birds are chirping, the bacon is sizzling. Welcome to the Daily Swole.
Testing. Test, testing, testing, testicles. Welcome everyone to episode 15 hundo and fwati dose of the Daily Mother Swole, the most muscular swolecast, beercast, broadcast, gangcast, mancast, pimpcast, sleazecast, and slaycast in the realm. Because when I flex, you flex, we all flex our biceps. What is going on, beaches, booshes, busters, hustlers, and your hoes? It's your boy Papa Swolio with Tess Hornaday and actually some Papa Swolio in tow. Decided to go for some red, white, and blue APS today, so drop that in the comments down below with your question. You can use the hashtag. You can go full blown. You can just go nips out. Go full nips out and put in the Ask Papa Swolio and write it all out. Or you could just do hashtag APS, making it easier for ya. You know me. You know Daddy tries to make it easy for the fam. I'm trying to do right by you. How are we? Oh, how are we doing? How you doing, baby girl? She's tired. Let me get this going over here. Check this out. There you go. Oh, boom. That's some sexy beesh. Am I right or am I right? Am I right? Look at you. Look at you, cutie. Ain't you just the cutest little beesh? Aren't you just a cute, sexy beesh? Isn't she? Isn't she lovely? Look at you, little papa. You're so gorgeous. You're so beautiful. Oh, my precious little baby. Look at you down there. Look at you all sleepy, all lazy-like. Why don't you come on over here and share with me some good news? Come on, Papa. Don't you want some ice cream? I'm sure you're hungry. Oh, my God. It's one of those days. She's so cute. She's the fucking cutest. Man, no question about it. Look at that, beesh. Oh, look at that eye roll. Ooh. Her eye is literally halfway in the back of her head. Oh, hey, it's coming back. It's coming back. I don't know. Sorry to blow up your spot, baby girl. Get that digi zoom. Yeah, look at that. Oh, look at that little underbite. Look at that. Yeah, it was the old man from Family Guy. You see, it's almost a waste to have a soundboard because I just do it myself. I know. It's like I don't need a soundboard when I have a soundboard in my face. I mean, at least I try. It was pretty good, right? It was pretty good. Oh, fuck you, Jessica. You can always tell when Mama Swolio is not home. No soundboard needed. Don't be a beesh. Don't be a beesh. Enough of that. Enough of that. Enough of that. Susan, Papa, I have reached 141 ounces of water today. Look at you. Look at you. You get a sticker. You get a sticker, Susie Q. Good shit. Yeah, I just took her. I have to wait till later in the day to walk her because otherwise it's so hot. So I thought it was going to rain, but we made it. It went from about to rain to being a really nice kind of like cooler evening. So we walked a bunch and she does stairs too. She does it all. She does it all. We did a lot. Look at her eye. Yeah, she's so cute. All right, I'll bring it back. I'll bring it back to the reason why you're here. Huh? The reason why you're here. You're here for this guy. We can put her up in the corner. How about that? There you go. I'll zoom out a little bit. How about we just put her in the corner there, huh? How about that? Okay, there you go, baby girl. I'll zoom in. Hold on. I got to go closer so I can get your face. There you go. Just leave her like that in the corner. I feel like I'm almost exposing her. The poor thing. I don't know. I feel like I'm putting her on the spot. Yeah, it's the puppet cam. Should I just leave her up there the whole time? And when she's here, I almost feel like she's a lady, you know? She's a lady. And a lot of ladies would be really upset to be put on blast like that. I'm sleeping. Let me sleep. I think she looks so cute. Her kind of like half open eye. This is the Papa Swolio show. We should have one day. This is the Papa Swolio show. No, she doesn't seem to give a fuck. Leave her up there. All right. There's just the zoom in. Just her eye is just half open. All right. She's so cute. I know. I knows it. All right. Maybe I'll just zoom out a little bit. Maybe I'll give her a little bit of a break. How about that? Look at her. Man, she looks like she's drugged. I'm trying to get... He's so cute. He's so cute. You're so cute. Should we leave her up there? You want me to just leave? It's your call. It's your call if you wanna see. Do you like the Papa Swolio cam? You like leaving her up there? Oh, cutie pie. Oh, it's cute as pies. Let me see actually if I zoom out. Can we get both in there? It's a tough one. Well, I can actually zoom and then APS. That's cute. That's fine. Leave her up there? Leave her up there? All right. Hey, you know, maybe if I leave her up there, people are going to sign in and be like, oh my God, I love this podcast now. Just watch Just watch by leaving her in the corner. All of a sudden, just watch. In a week, we're going to be at like 100,000 subs here on the channel. Just by leaving her up there, boom, the live cast is going to be, it's going to be an international sensation. This little thing, all of a sudden, all bets are off. The whole game was just changed. The whole game. You guys can get your Papa Swolio fix. Yeah, I should probably just leave the Swole card up there from now on. Right? Maybe that's a cool thing to leave up there. I don't know. I'm always looking to change things. I'm always looking to mix it up. It's all good. It's all good. Everyone loves dogs. She needs more likes. You know what I should do? I should put her little thing up here. Hold on a second. I should put up her little thing. It says Tess Hornaday. How about this? Give her some cred. Watch this. How about that, huh? Oh, there you are. How about that, huh? You got an Instagram page. Yeah. Oh, God. That's right. Here we go. That's right. Oh, there you go. Now you're looking super cute. Yeah. Yeah, we'll get some Papa Swolio t-shirts. Yeah, we'll get some Papa Swolio gear. That's the next thing. That's the next thing that's coming out is some pup gear. That's the next thing for some Papa Swolio gear. Oh, let me actually 1 second. Okay, cool. Just had to get this idea out there. Okay. My dog is growling at my roommate. Okay, so we've effectively just, I would pay good money for Papa Swolio gear. Well, it's coming out. It's coming out. It's coming out. We're doing a bunch of stuff. We're doing a bunch of stuff. We're doing a bunch of stuff for August. We're going to have a lot of stuff going on, so it'll be fun. Okay, so we've effectively allowed everyone to come in. So today I tried something a little bit different. Probably going to do this from now on with longer intros. I think sometimes I play a little bit of a song and then boom, I go right live because people that are watching it later, I'll just put some timestamps in the description. That way people can skip ahead and skip the intro when they're watching the replay. But that way I'll give you more time to tune in live. I think I've been going too quickly right into the live stream. So that way you can come in. Otherwise I'll play some good tunes. We'll shoot some shit. Maybe I'll show some content and some new releases or some little previews of things. We'll say what's up. I can talk and I can pop in the corner and stuff. So we'll start probably giving a little bit more of an intro for the live casts to allow people to come in, and that'll be fun. That'll be fun. That anticipation of the start. So anyway, I think that's a better shift. And I tried that today and I think it was great because then a lot more people were here live, because sometimes you get the text at different times. Sometimes you see that I'm going live. So then you want to finish up whatever you're doing, give you a few minutes to finish up what you're doing, get comfortable, turn on the TV, whatever it is. And that just makes sense. That way you can watch it. It might not, it's not gonna be like 20 minutes, but maybe like, a few. So we'll see. We'll see. So probably do a little bit more of a lobby type thing, letting you all know. That way you get your text, get comfortable, but don't slack. Don't slack. Now they get extra time. You got to show up. You got to be here. So let's jump into it. We'll do some questions in just a second. Now that everyone's here, we're going to go and jump into a couple new releases. So I'm going in the corner. I'm going to ditch old pups for a second. IG Papa Swolio. Nope. Let's see here. Sorry, Tess. No, get rid of that Tess. And this is the real Tess. So tomorrow, fam. Tomorrow, July 27th. Tomorrow at 12 noon, accountability meeting, new releases, and accountability party. We're going to start calling it, I think we're going to start, you know what? Accountability meeting. I think we're going to change the name. I mean, it's an accountability meeting, but it's like a release party. We're going to have a new, I'm calling it release party. It's a release party accountability meeting. It's always accountability. It's accountability every fucking day. It sounds so nice. It's like accountability meeting, but the Daily Swole is a fucking daily accountability meeting. Am I wrong about that? It's really a release party with an accountability, another daily accountability. Every day is fucking accountability. You show up to the Daily Swole, you put in your fucking time. You fucking put in your fucking time every day. Every day, the Daily fucking Swole. Every day, 7 pillars, motherfucker. Every fucking day. Yeah. Right, pup? Yeah. Yeah, daddy's going off. Daddy's going off, Beesh. Daddy is going off. I'm going off. Yeah, I'm fucking lit right now. I'm Liddy. Liddy McLitterson. Litston Churchill right here. All right. Enough of that. Enough of that. Swolemas comes every Monday. You can call it anything. Swolemas, Swole Christmas. Yeah, right? Right? Am I right? I'm not wrong, damn straight. Every fucking day. Every fucking day. He's heating up.
He's heating up!
Every fucking day. Every fucking day. Swolemas. Swole mass. Every day. Okay, so anyway, accountability meeting, new releases, release party. It's the same thing. It's an accountability meeting. Someone asked in the comments what the accountability meeting is. It's another episode of the Daily Swole. So every day we're doing accountability here, but it's private for members only. And in the accountability, it's an accountability party, actually. Maybe that's the best way to do it. It's not a release party. It's an accountability. Yeah, it's not a meeting. It's not really a meeting. It's a fucking chill party where we have like new gifts and shit. It's like new gifts. You get presents every Monday. Yeah, hold on. Let me see. Ready? Can you? Hold on. Let's see. It's an accountability party. Yeah. Okay. So let's see here. I want to get the thumbnail changed. So I want to show it here live. So I just had to pause out for a second. Oh, let's see here. So tomorrow, 12 noon Eastern time, accountability party. We're going to meet, new releases. We'll keep everyone locked in. We go over a ton of success stories. We do private Q&A. We do, successes, challenges. So all like the real serious posts and anything that is a huge success story or a really good message that we can share and discuss. So it's private for members. So it's a private episode plus new releases plus all the same stuff you know and love. It's awesome. Every Monday is a fiesta. Every Monday is a fiesta. So this is brand new on the Swolenormous channel, brand new nuts on chin. Not satisfied after losing so much weight. We talked about this in the last week on the Daily Swole here. I forget what episode, but I wanted to go into it a little more depth because I thought it was a good message, because it's one thing to lose X amount of pounds, but you need to be happy and satisfied with your process, with your day-to-day, with what you're doing on the day-to-day. You have to be happy and satisfied and fulfilled with the process, because if you're always focused on the scale, it's going to be a real dark journey. You're going to hit a wall. You're going to get frustrated. It's not something that's maintainable or safe to maintain long-term. It's not the right mindset. So good. I mean, he's doing great. You can go and check out this video now. Extra thirsty. What are those? But actually, no, it's a red, white, and swole. So in this red, white, and swole, I went over one of the topics I covered recently on the extra thirsty. So Red, White, and Swole is my new show where I kind of go into some of these topics in a little bit more depth. all sorts of topics, all sorts of stuff. So it's like a little bit more of a deep dive on certain things and certain ideas and certain thoughts. So go check that out. That's right here on the channel. But it was about the group exercise and clarifying and going to a little bit more of a discussion about the pros and cons of these kinds of fitness gimmicks, which obviously, in my opinion, is just a waste of time because you can do something better. And it was pretty much the discussion of better than nothing, like something is better than nothing, and the mediocrity and the actual outcome of the mindset of something is better than nothing. So go check that out. That's a good one. And we got some real extra thirsty fire in the hole. More tweeting nonsense. Jesus Christ, Twitter is the shit fucking pool, cesspool, garbage, sewage of social media. It's such a great app. It's such a great thing for conversation, but man, it's just a poor way to communicate, and just the most ridiculous shit can just be narrowed down. Look at, like, it's pure psychosis in these tweets. When trolls equate bettering yourself with losing weight, oh, that's not fat phobic at all. It's like you cannot make a coherent point, and when you're talking about nonsense, incoherence to begin with, and you tweet about it, it just sounds so fucking bad. And of course, yet boy, daddy loves to rage on it. Daddy loves to go fucking Hambone Jones. So you can go and check out that Extra Thirsty has Swole. All the good stuff. We got great stuff. We got great stuff going on. There she is. Boom. Boom. There's that face. There's the face only a mother can love. That's a sexy beach right there. Remember, ask Papa Swolio, but then boom, sexy beach. Sexy beach. Let's pop her in. There you go. There's some... We'll call that gratuitous Papa Swolio. That is just gratuitous. Violent Papa Swolio. That's just deep. That's deep, deep, deep. That's deep pup right there. Okay. All right, all right, all right. Just when you thought people couldn't get any dumber. Believe you me. No, I like the test one. Oh. So, drop your question in the comments down below. So, open floor. I know we're kind of gone through, answered a couple questions already, but you got questions. Your boy Papa Swolio's got answers that maybe you might like or dislike. I don't care. But ask your questions. We're just open season. I'm open to you. I'm wide open like a fucking hoe. I'm hoeing myself out. I'm here to hoe myself out. All right? I'm not as slutty as Papa Swolio or Tess. Tess is a fucking beesh. But open season for questions. What you got? What you want to talk about? What you want to talk about? What you got? What you got? What brand of uncured bacon? Well, it depends on what's available in your area. You can order these things from either Butcher Box or these online companies that do grass-fed beef. There's certain ones at stores that sell organic and uncured, and maybe you can find pastured or heritage pork from like a local butcher. I just talk in general terms because I get mine locally. So if you have... sometimes like certain brands, like you'll find in the bacon section, it's not in the same section as like the Oscar Mayer, like the mass, I shouldn't say they're not mass produced, but you know, the more generic, lower quality meats by like the cold cuts, depends on your supermarket, but this is usually how they're organized, at least in my area. And you'll find it more in the, I guess, organic or more health-centric section of the meats. So I've ordered online as well. Coleman bacon is really good that I like, but I've actually tried to get more heritage pork. So actually, that's a great thing to drop in the comments. How many of you get it from a local farmer or a online company? How many of you get it from the supermarket? Where do you get and where do you live? Like, what area do you live in? because sometimes the shipping companies, there are good ones that are local to you that actually serve a smaller area, like these co-ops and stuff that you can get. I've done that too. I've done those types of co-ops are great. I know a lot of people here probably use ButcherBox or those companies like that. There might be, I think I did a whole Google search one. I talked about this on a recent live stream. Maybe it was Instagram Live. You could do a search for grass-fed or heritage pork and delivered, and then it'll pull up like a whole list of companies that do it. I know a lot of people in the fam get theirs from local farmers. Mike, when you're trying to hit a certain rep range, but you're not going to hit it, is it better to cheat the last rep or two, or cut your losses and adjust the weight on the next set? When you're trying to hit a certain rep range and you're not going to hit it, is it better to cheat the last rep or two, or cut your losses and adjust the weight in the next set? Depends on what you mean by cheating. Like if you're trying to really, like you can do some negatives, you can really, aside from doing drop sets, I mean, I'm not a fan of really strict in the sense of just like, don't move. I really don't like videos where people are like, curl up and then down. I always hate, it just always bothered me seeing people train people where they're really stiff and they're not moving at all. It's not natural. You're never isolating a muscle completely, nor do you really need to. If you're curling and you're swinging the weight up, but most of if you're curling 40, 50 pounds, you're not just going to be sitting there really strict. You need to fucking put some English on it. You need to counterbalance so you don't fall forward. You need to get some leverage or stagger your feet. So it's like you're always using your core strength. You want to maintain, it's normal. Nothing in life is going to be done super strict. So, I mean, there's nothing like kind of cheating or swinging up the last couple reps and then doing a real good eccentric, like a real good negative, a real good isometric to get a couple. So sometimes for like barbell curls, I've always loved barbell curls. You swing maybe you can't get the last rep or two. So, bad form, you just completely swing the weight up, strongly. But I mean, if you have, again, this is more experienced lifting. So I'll swing the weight up, obviously just a bullshit rep just to get it, just to rack it up here. And then a slow all the way down, kind of swing it up and then, slow a couple negatives. So that's a great way to get the last rep or two. Overload the part, overload the contractile aspect of the muscle, the eccentric contraction. And when you're doing a repetition, your concentric, the shortening and the overcoming of the external force is going to fatigue first. That's going to, quote, burn out. But just because you can't lift the weight up, for example, for a curl in that example, doesn't mean you can't do an isometric hold, doesn't mean you don't have enough strength for an eccentric contraction. And that's how you really, quote unquote, dig into the muscle more and get deeper into that, the last, I guess, crumbs at the bottom of the barrel, get rid of all just blow it out completely, burn it, empty yourself. Heather, is there anyone I follow on YouTube who does great at home workouts for people who are broke ass and new to fitness? I mean, I don't follow anyone. I don't follow people for fitness content. At home workouts? I mean, everything. Pull-ups, push-ups, yoga. Yeah, Google it. I mean, there's no one that I follow in particular for fitness. Home workouts? God, Those are the easiest. What you got? What you got at home? You mean zero equipment whatsoever? There are a lot of great calisthenics channels, though. Like if you have a pull-up bar, if you have just like push-up handles. But make sure you're doing yoga too. Fantastic. I would go so hard on yoga, especially if you're new to fitness and if you're new to fitness and you're broke, just jump on any of those online yoga videos. Just go to YouTube and just do them. Do them. You will be so sore, and plus you'll get such control of your body. I mean, if you really don't have money to purchase equipment for weights and stuff like that, or for a membership to the gym, and you only have your body and you have a pull-up bar, maybe push-up handles, you don't really need those. But yoga, you can go and do all the way up to like advanced yoga. Man, you can just do vinyasa and power flows and push-up. I mean, you'll crush yourself. You can do so much with just your body. And plus, you can always, now that you have that foundation, you can always build into strength training later on when maybe you're in a better position, or you can get access to equipment, or you get a new job, or you make some more money, or you find something online that's used, whatever it is. But what kind of mic do you recommend for online videos? Well, what are you trying to do? I got a lot of recommendations or thoughts. Like, what are you trying to do? What equipment do you have access to? Are you just recording audio, period? Are you doing it for a podcast? Are you trying to make vlogs? Are you... Yeah, I love talking about gear and stuff like that, but depends on what kind of online videos you're doing. Jessica Dreams. Papa Swolio, tomorrow I'm starting the elimination diet to help with my chronic fatigue and joint pain, mostly my wrist, especially during yoga. Any tips to help get you through the first week? Also, cherries. Oh, you don't say. You don't say. I like that. Always like popping some cherries. I'm glad this happened today. I'm glad you're here. Any tips to help you get through the first week of the elimination diet? Well, make sure you have all the food that you need. One of the best ways to maintain a habit and to create a habit and to generate that, make sure you have the stuff that you need on hand. Don't make it something that you have to go and grab every day. Don't, make sure you cover your bases as well as you can. Get rid of anything. Get rid of it. Get rid of stuff you don't need. Get rid of stuff so you're not tempted to consume it. If you're going to be doing this for a month and a half, you don't want the crap. You want to make the ease of executing your meals, your consumption, whether you have to prep and bring it places or the more you can take into your control, the better. You're building some new habits it's going to have to do as much with other aspects of your life as the nutrition itself. Yes, you have to be eating certain foods, and yes, you have to be avoiding certain foods, but your other habits, are you spending time? Are you going places? Are you going to be getting to sleep earlier? Are you going to be staying up late and having these cravings? Are you hydrating enough? Like, all this can lead towards cravings and risk of falling off, and especially when you have these addictive impulses and to struggle, these pulls to eat the foods that you're trying to eliminate. You want to make sure that you're not leaving yourself open to these other things that are controllable. And they're going to lead to that. If you're not getting enough sleep, if you're not hydrating enough, you're going to have more sugar cravings. You're going to be your body is going to crave some more energy, and your body is going to trigger the need to eat and the desire for sugar because you are fatigued, when you really need sleep or you're really dehydrated. If you're not serving your body's needs, those are going to be other triggers that make sure you get moisture in or get that energy boost. Ooh, why is that shrinking? Bring it back. There you go. Good question. Oh, Matthew, I know a place on the internet. Check it out, Swolenormous X. Well, she said she was completely, completely broke ass. I'm assuming she's looking for free, which is fine. But there's tons of stuff. If you have nothing at all, yoga, Heather. Yoga. If you have absolutely zero equipment, if you can pick up a yoga mat, no joke, you could probably get one from Walmart for $10 or go on OfferUp or Facebook Marketplace. You might be able to find one for free. You could use a towel. You don't need a yoga mat, but it's great. But you have carpet. You could do that in the meantime. You can check on Amazon. Like, you can get yoga mats cheap, and you can get a really good one for not that much. And then you get a yoga block, maybe two, or you use a book or a pillow. You have endless exercises and workouts. And not really workouts, but yoga flows. I mean, specifically with that. Oh, there's so much stuff. Man, you can make such progress just by doing yoga with no equipment, really. If you're making better food choices and other lifestyle habits and you're just practicing yoga, you can level up so much with yoga itself. You don't even need to have access to weights at the beginning. You don't. Imagine someone who's overweight or obese and doesn't have anything and wants to change their life but has no equipment. Fucking practice yoga. Look up videos online for chair yoga and then just keep on practicing every single day. Do yoga every day. You'll build a lot of muscle. You'll get so much stronger. You will get so much more endurance. You'll feel so much better mobility wise. It'll help you getting up off the ground and catching yourself if you fall, and improve your stability and balance, your mental health as well, your breathing techniques, and just so many things. So many things. And you don't need equipment. That's why we're adding new yoga classes every single week in Swolenormous X. We have well over 100 classes. Like, we have so many, and that's why it's so important. Just practice. Just keep on doing it. That's why I do it every day. If you have about $100, I would say get a yoga mat. Listen to what you can get. You can get a yoga mat. You can get a yoga mat. What do you think would be the best things, fam? A yoga mat, a kettlebell, and maybe like a pair of dumbbells. You can easily get that for less than $100. You can get that probably for $60. You can do so much stuff. Yeah, you can get a pair of bands or something. You can get a whole band set probably for $20 or $30. Band, kettlebell, and yoga mat. I'd have to actually look at the stuff, but you can get a bunch of stuff. You could be all good. Let's see. People are saying resistance bands, yoga mat blocks, resistance bands, yoga strap. The thing is, to spend money on a yoga strap, you could do that. You could do a yoga strap. You could also use a t-shirt or something like that. If you're really trying to cut corners, a yoga strap can be useful, and yoga blocks, but you could also use books. I'm just saying, if you're trying to save as much money as possible. But oftentimes, if you go on Amazon or if you go to the store, you can usually get a mat and blocks. Like, if you went on Amazon, you can get a mat, blocks, and strap, a whole set, probably for $30. Yeah, actually, on the other, yeah, it's true. We could check out the free Swolga class. We have a free Swolga class. That's right. If you go to swolenormousx.com/Swolga, I believe, you can also check those links in. I'm not sure if it's under in the post description now, but it usually is in the NOC videos on the Swolenormous channel. What you doing, baby? She woke up. You woke up, mama. What you doing? What are you doing? What you doing? Hey. What are you doing? What'd you do to Tess? You knocked her over. Hey. Hey. What'd you do? What'd you do? Whoa. What'd you do, Bish? Hmm? She just knocked over. She knocked it over. Oh, now you want belly rubs? This is ridiculous. Look what you did. Look what you did. Look what you did. Yeah. Don't look at me like that. You're eyeballing me. Why you eyeballing me, bro? Stop looking at me, Swan. Stop looking at me, Swan. What? What? What are you looking at? Yeah. That's what I thought. That's what I thought. She's Chihuahua and Jack Russell. Yeah, she is mad. She big mad. Papa Swolio is big mad. Put her in the corner. All right, just stay there. Just stay there. Relax. Relax. Lay down. APS, what are your thoughts on farmers walks? Is it worth doing every other day? Is it really work every muscle group? I mean, every muscle group, kind of. It works your grip strength a lot. And of course, yeah, everything's tense when you're doing a farmer's walk. I mean, it's working every muscle group because every muscle is stabilizing and doing whatever. Is it worth doing every day, other day? You mean, I wouldn't necessarily do it every day. You could do it a couple days a week. Start with a couple days. Don't overdo it and see how you feel. The thing is, if you fatigue your grip strength too much, it depends. I feel like grip strength and grip training is one of those things where some people probably like calf training. Some people do it all the time, every day. Some people do it once a week. Some people do it 3 days a week with more. Everyone's kind of different with this stuff. So for me, I would say a couple days a week because you don't want to fatigue your grip necessarily. Maybe you have one day where it's much more intense, but I think it's generally something that would be good to do more frequently, but you don't want to overload your grip too much. That way your forearms are sore and messed up, and then it might affect your other lifts. Depends on what your lifting schedule is, really. But farmers walks are great. I don't do them here, but I do kettlebell stuff and I do heavy swings. So you're getting a lot of grip strength with that too. But farmer's walks are good. Let's see here. What kind of mic do you use for Swolga recordings? Well, I've used a couple different mics. I've used a shotgun mic before, or I'll use a Rode Wireless Go. That's a good one. It's very small, so you can have a lapel mic. You can choose to use a lapel mic or just use the actual receiver has a mic in there as well. It depends though. When you're doing yoga, you have to be careful that you're not breathing into it. So lapel mics are okay, but you don't want to hand breathe and be blowing out the audio. So there's a lot of, depending on the mic and depending on how you're using it, that's going to depend on what mic is best, because you also need to have mic awareness, and it depends on how much experience you have. So when you have it right here, you don't have to yell, you don't have to project your voice. And sometimes that could be a little bit confusing or different because you're looking at the camera and you're used to like talking loudly so the camera can hear you, but the recording's right here so you can be more relaxed. So it's more about mic awareness and what you want the outcome to be. And it's just practice, but that's a really good one that I would recommend if you need a wireless mic. That's really good. And then it depends on how you're recording it. So you can get an adapter for that and have it go right into your iPhone. If you have a camera and it doesn't have a mic input, you need to get some kind of external audio recorder that can interface with that you can record and sync up the audio in post. Hopefully that answers your question, probably in more detail than you require, but if anything I said doesn't make sense, you can follow up with another question. Ashton, what's a healthy waist range for women in inches? I've read 30 inches is too big. When I was modeling, all of the mainstream models were between 22 and 24. I am guessing between 25 to 30 inches will be good. What do you think? I have no idea. And I don't really think you can really have an idea without context of like the individual, because 30 inches, it depends on the person. Like if you're a tall person, like some women are just larger. Some are just very, very tiny. So it's a very arbitrary, it's you're talking about maybe like height, weight, like height waist ratio. I don't really know off the top of my head, to be honest. But it's going to depend on the person, for sure. Are wrist wraps good support? Irish Ode. Are wrist wraps good support? Mes wrists are weak. When it comes to wrist wraps, sometimes I have a pair. When I was doing barbell stuff at the gym, sometimes I would like to wear them for doing my pressing just a little bit more. I do a lot of wrist strengthening. Like I do most stuff without belts. I don't use a belt at all now. Like with my training at home, there's nothing that I use a belt for. But sometimes at the gym, I would use wraps where I would use one of those Cobra grips or Versa grips, one of those, some similar like that. Or I would use sometimes wrist wraps just for a little extra, not really security, but a little more pressure around the wrist, because even if you have strong wrists, the reason why you would wear them is because it does create a little bit more pressure. It does create a little more tension that your muscles can kind of flex and create pressure against, that can translate into more force directed towards the bar and so forth. And even if it's psychological, it can be a little bit of a benefit. But it depends, I would say, on why your wrists are weak. You'd want to strengthen them by themselves. But maybe if you're doing like hard training or like heavier sets, or you're really pushing it, you might rather than do too much volume that might injure or like strain or like bother your wrist, you can maybe use those initially, but you should be focusing on strengthening your wrist. So things like farmer's walks or dead hangs or dips, stuff where you're holding bars where your hands are on the bar. So it's not like there's not a lot of risk that you're going to roll your wrists, but it'll give you that stability. It'll teach your body that kind of strength for stability around the wrist joints. So that would be a good thing. Doing forearm exercises and yoga is fantastic, but dead hangs, kettlebell work is great for strengthening your wrists. Of course, you want to progress it properly. You just don't want to go into like a heavy set and it can injure yourself. So I would say it depends on what you're doing for training as well, and your nutrition as well, of course, too. Can you turn a blanket into a yoga mat? I would not even worry about trying. Yoga mats are so affordable and so just reasonable. You can get a yoga mat for $20. No question about it. Maybe not the best one, but you can get a great one. A blanket, could it be a yoga mat? I mean, you could get a freaking bathroom towel. The whole point of a yoga mat is, one, with a yoga mat, it's a little bit, some are more cushioned than others. I prefer a firm one. But a yoga mat provides, one, less slippage on the ground. It gives you more framework. It gives you some kind of like checkpoint. Allows you to kind of cut off psychologically too, whatever's on your mat. You're focusing on those four corners. It gives you relative positioning, so you know if your hands are aligned with your feet because you can see the corners and the edges of your mat. So it's good for cues when an instructor is telling you, now move your right hand to the front right corner of your mat. It gives you some relative range and understanding of where your body is and where your joints are aligned if you're trying to correct your own positioning, getting your leg parallel to the front of the mat or perpendicular and so forth, or move your leg wide enough to be outside and off your mat, but also give you grip and it won't slide on the ground. It won't bunch up, gives you a little cushion, and maybe other things that someone else, maybe I forgot one, but those are all the reasons why even a decent mat is important. Just a basic mat, because it's going to keep it from sliding on the floor and also it'll help you from sliding on the floor too. So once you're sweating on let's say you have hard wood and you're sweating, you're going to slide and yeah. What brand of sunglasses do you use? I think Lunix. I think it's in my Amazon store. I get them on Amazon. Maybe someday. Someday I'll have Papa Swolio Selects. I'll have Papa Swolio glasses. But until then, one thing for me, literally, this is how I roll. This is how I roll with glasses, with glasses, with, I don't want to say chapstick, but no, glasses in particular. Glasses, I'm trying to think of something else. I guess glasses is a good example. Glasses, I'm not the kind of person that will buy a pair of $200 glasses. No fucking way. I'd rather have 5 or 6 pairs of decent glasses and just fucking leave them everywhere, grab them when I need them. If they fall off my face and they crack, I'll be like, oh, all right. Damn it. It's not going to be a real upsetting thing. I'd rather it be more disposable than something that, oh my God, my nice glasses. I just don't care. I don't want to care about stuff like that. It's not important. So, but it's hard. Sometimes like they'll change the style. These got really nice. I got the nice thick blacks. It feels good. You don't want glasses that are front heavy because then they slide down your face, but these are great. These are great. It's perfect for rage. Oh, yeah. Perfect for raging. Look at that sexy beach. Okay, more questions. More. If I miss some, I apologize. Sometimes I miss them because I don't slide down enough. Oh, but by the way, today is Ask Papa Swole. The card is out. You know what? I'm just going to do it here because she kicked over Tess. Sorry, Tess. And I took off autofocus, so now we'll never have something that's not sharp. So APS, super sharp. I took off Remember, it was like I was going out of focus a little bit. And it was pissing me off for some reason. It's never gone out of focus. So now I'm like, all right, I'm going manual. Going manual. Enough of that. Enough of that bullshit. Enough of that bullshiggity. Ali AK. So if I missed your question, you could drop another question below. We'll take a couple more. Keep going. Keep going. I need some advice. Papa, I need some advice. I went from 312 pounds to 130. Holy shit. I am not trying to lose more weight. Are you like losing weight without your consent? I'm not trying to lose more weight, but I want to remain healthy and build muscle. My chest and back are super bony, even though I've been lifting. Wow. You lost 182 pounds? Is that right? Holy shit. That's amazing. So what's your question? You want to remain healthy and build muscle? My chest and back. So lift. What do you mean? They're super bony, even though I've been lifting, then lift more. Lift harder. Keep going. You're doing great. What do you want me to say? Keep lifting. So I do not look so bony in my upper body. Lift. Train harder. Do more. Lift. Push yourself. Build some more bulk. Build muscle. Build muscle and you won't look bony. Do it. Yeah, what do you expect me to say? The non-bony exercises? Lift. Lift. Push yourself. You're probably not training hard enough. Maybe up the protein a little bit. I don't know. Have you been building muscle in general? Like, what's going on? What's going on with you, baby? All right. I'm going to get rid of you. Get rid of you for now. Maybe we'll come back later. Oh, the adventures. See, look, the adventures of Papa and Tess. And Papa and Tess butt. Oh, they're such good friends. They're good friends. The adventures of Papa and Tess. Yes, cutie pie. No, you're going to knock her over. You're going to knock her over. I'm sure of it. I'm sure it's going to happen. I'm waiting for it to happen. All right, we'll take more questions. This is too cute to not go off the screen. All right, Susan, how do you recommend going about cutting junk out of a child's diet? My son... Okay, got cut off. I'm trying to get my son on a better diet with us, but I don't know how to go about it without a fight. Well, let's open this up to the parents out there. How old's your son? How would you go about cutting junk out of a child's diet? Well, education, you're the mother, so you have to educate your child. Depending on how old your child is, you should speak to him like an adult. If you educate him with actual content that shows your point, not as like you're trying to... I feel like that's something that you have to lead by example. It's education. I think that's one of those things. I feel like that's hard to do once your child has been eating junk. I feel like I feel like that's why these companies push so hard with Happy Meals and with things for kids. Like if you get a kid that young, you never forget the taste of that. You never lose the craving. I feel like if you get a child that young, it maps their brain to always know that exists. I almost feel like it's so bad. I feel like junk food shouldn't be allowed for kids to have until they're in their teens or something, or after. I don't know. Cause like, can you ever, depending on how old they are, can you ever really not erase that thought, but remove that trigger, that bias towards everything always being comparison to that amazing food with all the flavor, with all the hype. You know what I mean? I think it's a tough one to undo. I think it's a tough one to undo. Elijah, what's your opinion on smoothies compared to eating fruits or vegetables as wholes? Someone told me smoothies are not as beneficial blended. I think it depends, probably. I'm not sure of the latest research on if it damages. I know there's a lot of people that feel when you're blending things, heating, of course, sometimes heating foods or cooking foods can make things more bioavailable or ruin the nutritional value of some foods. So, I mean, personally, I'm not a smoothie person. One of the issues is, well, I like to chew my food. I think that's really important for people to chew their food. I also, just good for the muscles in the face. I mean, everyone's trying to just have everything soft like baby food now. But chewing is good. You should be chewing. That's why you should be chewing like the tendons, the ligament. You should be chewing like a real piece of fucking meat. But smoothies can cause people to consume a lot more than they normally would and get a lot more sugar than is necessary. A lot of people go for these smoothies and fruit drinks that are just sugar bombs. And most people that do Jamba Juice and these kinds of things are just getting in tons and tons and tons of sugar, but they're usually adding other juices and stuff to it, which is just pretty much sugar, especially without the fiber or the nutrients. I've been playing around with some like of those greens powders, trying different ones because Mama Swolio was interested in doing one. So I've been kind of like trying different ones because if she's going to do it, I want to know which ones I would prefer her to do or recommend, or because she'll usually ask me like, oh, what are your thoughts on this? And I'll look at it and poke around or see what other people think about it. I don't think those things are all bad. I think it depends on what works best for your body. Sometimes things that are in more of like a pre-digested or powdered form might digest or absorb better for some people that might have some limitations or their gut biome doesn't really effectively work with certain foods. So maybe something that is pre-made or powdered in like supplement form might be more beneficial. So I think it really depends on the person, the individual, but I prefer to eat my foods in whole form as much as possible. Hopefully that answers your question. I just kind of went off and talked about everything that came to my mind based on that question. So hopefully I answered it to a decent satisfaction. Let's see here. Scrolling. Thoughts on 10,000 calorie powerlifter diets that they need? I don't know. What do you mean? My thoughts on it? That's a lot of food. That's a lot of food. But if you're a power lifter and you're doing everything in your training and your diet to lift more weight, then you're going to do whatever it takes, whether it's healthy or not. What's your opinion on orthorexia? Ha ha ha. Funny.
Yeah.
Funny.
I'm funny how? I mean, funny like I'm a clown. I amuse you.
Son of a bitch. What kind of bone broth? I make it myself. I get grass-fed bones locally, or you can order them online, and I put them in. Actually, that reminds me, I need to make some broth. I think I'm going to start that up tonight. That's what I forgot to do yesterday. Damn it. Thank you for reminding me. Fuck. Just remembered. Nicole asking again because it got lost. For shame. Look at you all. Paragraphs and shit. Been slacking the last few days to keep up with workouts because I'm ill and on antibiotics. What can I do to keep from feeling like I'm failing my workouts? You're ill. You're ill. You're on antibiotics. Chill out. Be nice. Be nice to your body. Allow your antibiotics to work. You're not failing your workouts. You're just needing to adjust your stress on your body. Your body is trying to fight off. You're bombing your body with antibiotics. I would Google the fuck out of that, of how to repair your gut. Antibiotics are extremely, extremely intense on the body. God, I hope you needed antibiotics like legit. But make sure that you are, with your diet and with supplementation, Google about what you should be doing after taking antibiotics. A lot of people just take antibiotics like crazy, and it kills all the good bacteria and the bacterial balance inside your gut. So you gotta be really careful about that. You're not failing your workouts. You're just getting inside your own head. I would meditate. I would maybe do some yoga or light stuff, depending on how you're feeling, and just take care of yourself. You'll be back. You'll be back in no time. Oh. All right, pup. Scrolling back a little bit if I miss some questions. Let's see. May. Papa Swolio, do you know if there's any excuses? Exercises, I'm assuming. Any excuses? I'm sure there's plenty. Any exercise to strengthen your knees? I'm a runner and my knees have started to hurt more on longer runs. Maybe I'm doing too much cardio and should do more yoga. Yeah, probably. But like what kind of longer runs? Are you running on your heels, like heel to toe? If you're running with the classic Nike type shoe and you're not doing more barefoot running, that's why your knees are bothering you. And when I say that's why, that's very definitive, but you're just slamming on your body. It's not a natural way for a human body to move. So aside from, and I'm not telling you just take off your shoes and go barefoot, but I would just start poking around. I would start watching YouTube videos and poke around transitioning into barefoot running, watch videos about why barefoot running, about knee pain and barefoot running and all the success stories. And it's just really how human beings are meant to move. And you'll know this if you do barefoot and you just kind of like, hey, you need to jog to the end of your haul. You're going to do it on the balls of your feet because otherwise it's going to smash there's no shock absorption. You're sending all that weight and impact all the way up through your body. It'll hurt the top of your head. You'll feel pain like in your face if you run on your heels barefoot. You wouldn't do that naturally, which is why it's so incorrect to do so with shoes on. So you're taking away your body's natural impact and shock. And if you don't have new shoes all the time and you don't really have, some people never really can do it. Some people are always getting hurt running because you're just not moving right. Some people can adapt to it well, but the problem is all these shoes and this footwear is designed to try to counterbalance the fact that you're moving wrong. You're moving improperly by running on your heels. That's why sprinters and people that the elite runners are always running mid-foot, balls of their feet, and there's something similar to that. You all can drop comments down below, but I would definitely, if you're having knee pain or problems and you like to run, you like to do stuff, I would just start watching videos and absorbing and educating yourself on running naturally, barefoot running, transitioning safely into barefoot running. Just look into it. Look into it. Trust me, it changed my life. It changed my life. That's why I talk about it all the time. It changed my life. And I'm not saying go fucking literally take off your shoes and go run on pavement barefoot. I never do that. I would do it from a bench. You get more range. And when you do it from a bench, you could do all sorts of things. You could do staggered. You could do it from your heels, kind of. You can do it. So yeah, do it from a bench. Whenever possible, do it from a bench. You could do both, but like good things like butterfly, like butterfly pumps are great. where you're in a butterfly position. You could do those on the ground too. But whenever I was doing barbell lifts, barbell hip thrusts, always on a bench. Oh. Scrolling down, let me see here. I think I missed a bunch. What's up, Dylan? Any recommendations for a substitute movement for prone press? I'm working on improving my shoulder mobility and stability, but with where I stand currently, prone press is causing me shoulder pain. With where I stand currently, I'm assuming you're just saying that figuratively. Prone press is causing me shoulder pain. Sure, you can do perhaps scapular depressions. You could do that with a lat pull down machine. If you're doing it at home, you can do floor cobras. You can do floor cobras are fantastic. You're a member of X, so you can do that. That's in the instructional video library. I would also check out the shoulder awareness program in the program vault. That's great. Has several different levels of shoulder training and activation, so that would be fantastic to do. Dead hangs are fantastic as long, just to cover my ass, as long as you're medically cleared to do them. But I do a dead hang all the time, just on a pull-up bar. Just hang straight down and do a couple sets of that. Hold as long as you can. Fantastic. It's great for allowing gravity just to lengthen your body. Decompress the spine, open up the shoulder, a lot of that deep connective tissue that you're not going to get aside from just like the raw pull of the earth. Just think about how you're always being compressed. And that's why a lot of people do inversions and do like those teeter things, but we're not designed to hang upside down like that. I'm not saying those are bad. Some of you might really like that, but just hanging, that's what we are meant for, is just hanging on something. Came from freaking gorillas, like monkeys, like hang. Oh, it's so good for the shoulder. Opens it up. Andrea Riley, any restocking 3X tank tops in the Swole store? I don't have control over that. I don't control inventory directly, so I do not know. I hope so soon. But that's out of my control. So I hope so. I'm sorry to hear they're out. Michael, have you ever worked out so hard you threw up without it being too soon out of a meal? The only time that I've thrown, well, I don't think I have. I don't think I've ever thrown up from working out. I've thrown up while I was at the gym during a workout, but I think it was something that I ate or something weird. I was on a decline bench and I did a set. It was fine. And I sat up and I just felt like, I don't know. I felt really like weird. I went to the bathroom. I literally just puked all over. This is in college. I went to the locker room and I literally went to the stall and like I opened my mouth and it was like the bees flying out of the mummy. I just like literally projectile vomited like all over the walls. It was everywhere. It was really gross. But then I felt fine. I went back to my workout. I don't know what that was about. It wasn't from training too hard. I don't recall ever training so hard that I threw up. That's heat exhaustion, usually. Yeah, I'm trying to think. I don't think I ever threw up. Christine, I'm finally eliminating dairy and I threw in artificial sweeteners too, My only thing is I don't know how to drink my coffee anymore. Any suggestions? You can do black. You can just drink your coffee. I'm assuming you mean you don't put sweeteners in it. You could do bulletproof coffee. There is some dairy, but it's not the same type of dairy that you're usually using. Milk, I'm sure, or creamer. But you can use ghee or grass-fed butter. I know it's technically dairy, but it's very low in casein and lactose. Butter is very low and ghee is free of it. So if depends on how serious you want, or how strict or how sensitive you are, I should say, rather, to casein and lactose. But butter is usually fine for people. The grass-fed butter and ghee is fine for pretty much anyone that even has dairy issues. So you could do that, or you could just have it black. If you get great coffee, black coffee is amazing. I just decided to get some different types of coffee. Just going to go and try a couple different types again. Poke around a little bit, see how I feel. Everyone's getting to the coffee. Everyone's getting to the coffee combo in the comments. All right, fam. So let me just remind you all. Might have missed some questions, but we'll get to some more tomorrow. Oh, a reminder. Tomorrow is 9:20. We got to wrap this up. Good questions today. We have tomorrow accountability meeting at 12 noon Eastern time. So make sure that you are tuning in for that. If you are a Swolenormous X member, it will be live in the private Facebook group. And if you, it'll be uploaded into Swole TV after, of course. And for those of you that are not part of the Swole fam, we'll be back on Tuesday, back here on the Daily Swole. So, of course, we'll do some more Q&A tomorrow. If you have questions that maybe you're a member and you didn't get it answered, you didn't see it pop up in the comments, of course, tomorrow is for members only. And we will be getting into any other comments or questions or issues or direct things that you're dealing with inside Swolenormous X after we release the new content and such. So let me know how I've had it before. I actually ordered another bag because I didn't really like it the first time. I didn't really like it, but I decided to try it again. I just got like a couple different bags from a couple different things, but it was like, So I already know the coffee that I really like I like a few different kinds, but it depends. If you're going to make bulletproof coffee, you may or may not be able to tell the difference because you're blending it with stuff anyway. But it's more about how you feel. So I'm willing to give it another go. I'm a different person. I'm a different man. Sometimes, I've done that before. I've had some coffee or had some stuff I didn't like it, and I went back after and I'm like, oh, my taste palette changed a little bit. So we'll see how it feels this time. Papa John's. No. All right, we got Swole card. Oh no. Where is it? APS. Right in front of. There we go. Papa and Tess. All right, let's give away the Swole card, fam, shall we? Oh, here we go. Let me put me up in the corner. All righty. So hashtag APS if you asked a question. I am hungry. I am hungry as fuck. Okay, here we go. Swole card party. There we go. Let me scroll. Let's see who's got this. Who's got it today? Who's gonna get it? Who's it gonna be? Susan Sewell. Congratulations. I hope you got some good feedback on your question. Let's see here in the comments. Let's see here. Scrolling back up to see. I can't even find it. But congratulations, Susan. You won today's Swole card. Nevertheless, I hope you got some good questions, some good feedback. Because I gave you my thoughts on. Yeah, I gave you my thoughts on what it's like to try to undo that. What did you all come up with? Because I couldn't really look and see where people started answering. So congratulations, Susan. Anyway, before we get into that, we can wrap up with this last question, kind of come back around to it. Send us an email to support@swolenormous.com with a Swole card 1542 in the subject, and of course your mailing address in the body of the email, and we'll send you this card, Tessie not included. So congratulations. It's a cool card. It's like the silver is the red, white, and blue. So the silver is, yeah, it's a nice card. We'll have to do a bunch of those. We'll have to do more of those. So Susan, how old was your son, your kid? What'd y'all figure out? What info? What do we leave you with? Try systematically removing crap from the house little by little. Yeah. I don't know. Well, I mean, if it's not in the house, then it can't be consumed. But depends on how old the kid is, because if they're going to friends' houses and out, they're going to eat junk if they're going to want to eat junk. It's more about education and understanding that why you're making the choices in that way. Yeah, set the example. Invite him to cook with you. Yeah, but the son's gonna be like, I don't want to fucking cook, Mom. I want to play Call of Duty. That's a tough one. Yeah, education. Teach. I mean, he's gonna be his own person. He is his own person anyway. But if you're bringing into the house and he's still little. Oh, he's 4 years old. Oh, teach your fucking son. You're the mother. Teach your fucking child because I said so. Like doesn't even know. There's no junk food. That doesn't exist. Oh, get over it. Yeah, he's young. Get over it. Go to your room. Spank him. No. Yeah, slap his tits. In theory, not literally.
Well, I'll be damned. You're not making this easy on me, boy.
Yeah, tell your boy what to do. You're going to eat this. Oh, 4 years old? I'm thinking like, oh, he's 13. He's going over to his friend's house. He's going to be doing, fucking feed him what you want. Boom. Yeah, tell him who's boss. Come on, stop whining. Stop whining, little baby. Come on, fucking bullshit. You crying? Oh, where? I want a cookie. This is my house. You belong to me, you crazy bastard. Eat your fucking food. Eat your broccoli and your Brussels sprouts. Yeah. All right. There's your advice. Arnold has spoken. Thank you so much, everyone, for joining me for episode 15, 42 of the Most Muscular Swolecast, Beercast, Broadcast, Gamecast, Mancast, Pimpcast, Sleazecast, and Slaycast in the realm, because when I flex, you flex, we all flex our biceps. And tomorrow, accountability meeting, 12 noon Eastern time, Swole fam, I will see you there. Thank you for joining me. Peace, McGeese, deuce, Magoose, ya boy, Papa Swolio, out.
Crazy flow, need a straight jacket. Cash flow, I'm a bank addict. 6 subs, had the bass smacking. 808s, had the place clapping. 3 girls is enough for me, so I pull out like the stock crashing. Like an IPO, trying to purchase me. This a private sector, so you can't have it. Faking all that boom bapping. Who you think you is, boy? 90s want they sound back, so I give rap all these fake rappers as I take matters in my own hands. I don't need rapping, I don't need Zans. I don't need help, I'm a grown man. Now they king left and they so mad, it's like,
Yeah, I found that.
Yeah, whoa, my shit is relevant. Our topic, my melanin is popping. I'm taking skeletons out closets and making new deposits. I'm in my element, no